All right. Here we go. What's up, guys? I'm drawing this character Helnora from my book HELWÄR. That's on Kickstarter right now, and the book has less than 2 weeks left to hit our funding goal. We're about 61% there, so there's still some time to get it. So if you guys want to check it out, the link will be in the description, or you just go to Kickstarter and type in HELWÄR. It'll take you right there. And she's one of the main characters in this book, and well, yeah, the whole IP. I hate that word IP, but I guess that's what it would be. So we pretty much got the figure done right here for the most part. So you guys can see it. And this was a redraw. This was something I wanted to redraw. I did a version of her a couple years ago, I think now, and I want to go back and redraw it just because her look kind of changed as I went and did the book. The book got pretty big. It turned into about 106 pages. So, but I only drew her on a few of the pages. But yeah, she took on a slightly different look. Not much, but she has the ability to kind of change shape and size if she wants to. She's like a shapeshifter, but she's primarily like in a kaiju form a lot of the time. But then she'll shrink down to like human levels. So, but she can get smaller too if she wants. She could change her body structure. She can do whatever she wants. She's a demigod or whatever, a god, so of Norse myth. But yeah, this is like a 90s version of her. Kind of hard to design because everyone's got their own take on Hell, what she looks like. Oh, let me go get my coffee. I'm brewing up some really good coffee. I'll be right back. You guys. There we go. So I got this coffee right here. Yeah, it's like a buttery coffee. It's pretty good. Right. So what I did on the other one was that I basically had her standing on this throne, flipping the bird, and there was a bunch of different skulls down here, and I really wanted to kind of mess around with that right now. That's what I did on the other drawing, and I kind of wanted to do that with this. I normally don't do redraws, but sometimes you do. First time for everything. I just don't like going back and treading old ground, but some people do that. They'll do the how it was, how it's going type thing. I think I'll start off with a frost giant skull just because that's kind of important, I think. Yeah. So we'll do something like that right now. Just a big old skull. What I love about this book is I can kind of do Norse myth, but kind of do some exaggerating too if I want to, as far as like the way things look. Like Vikings didn't have horn helmets. Just some of them had like the leather horn helmets for ceremonial use and stuff like that. From what I gathered, but yeah, never any horn. It was just like these leather kind of horn, and it didn't even look like a horn helmet. It looked like a bra on someone's head, so it wasn't very metal or anything like that. But yeah, I like it though. I think when you put horns on a Viking helmet, it just makes them look more badass, you know. Especially if you're dealing with like Norse fantasy, like this. This is like a Norse fantasy, I would say. So you can have some fun with it, you know. And you can stylize things too. You know, I might mess with these eye sockets, make them kind of unrealistic. Just for fun, you know, and give them a little slant or something like that. A little squint action. This is a frost giant, so you might, I don't know. Maybe I'll give him like a helmet or something. You can have like a special helmet like that. You can see his face a little more. Let's see. There we go, something like that. Here we go. Let's see what meaner. Get these sockets right here. You know, I might even bring this down a little bit like it's supposed to. I don't want to do too much of it though, because it's supposed to be a giant, not necessarily 100% based off of the Norse armory. But maybe if I bring it down a little bit, it's not such a big deal. Yeah. There we go. You can have some of the stuff sticking out right there. Okay. And I got this butter coffee. We got the butter and we caramelize it. It's pretty good. We use Danish butter, caramelize it in the pan like a whole stick. Put it right in the coffee. Get some nice Colombian coffee. Forget about it. It's pretty good. Maybe we could do like a Cyclops skull right here. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see here. All right, right about there. Let's try to do it like that. Okay. That's kind of small. Maybe we can make it a little bigger. Yeah. Wow. Let's try to make this one a little bigger like that too. Get a little Cyclops skull right there. I'm looking forward to the to Nolan's Odysseus movie. What is it? The Odyssey. Odysseus movie. The Odyssey. Duh. I still haven't seen The Return yet with Rafe Fiennes, so I'm looking forward to that too. I have a feeling that's gonna be really good. I like the one with Armand Assante, the made-for-TV movie. That one's pretty badass. That's still the definitive one. Like it's a TV movie, but they still failed to capture, I have a feeling both of them aren't going to be as good as a TV movie, unfortunately. But we'll see. That new Resident Evil trailer dropped. Looked okay. Looked all right. We'll see how that works out. I thought there was some of the CGI in there that kind of threw me off a little bit. This director usually has pretty good visuals. Not too much. I guess there has to be CGI though. Well, maybe not. Yeah, that's the thing. If for Resident Evil, it should be like a. I don't know. You should have a lot of props in that with that. And to do it right, you just rent a mansion and then you have a bunch of people, a SWAT team in there, pretty much for the first movie. And you get a couple things. I mean, what do they have like a zombie crows and stuff like that, and birds. And then maybe one boss at the end. That Raccoon City I thought was really good. I just thought some of the CGI in it was kind of lame. Again, it's with the CGI that just kind of throws me off sometimes. I know I'm watching a movie, but I don't know. Sometimes it's cheaper to make cheap CGI than to make actual inventions and squibs and robotics and stuff like that. And then they use the cheap CGI that looks worse than was it 10 years ago? It's kind of sucky. All right, we got that right there. The Cyclops, a little Cyclops action. Let's try to do a little more with that. Maybe something like this. Kind of want to get in there like a little. Got a new schedule now. I'm waking up kind of early, so it's harder to kind of get the juices flowing at night, drinking the coffee and whatnot. I think I came on a little early right now, a few minutes. Normally I go on like 11. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Give him some horns, maybe. A little scarier. Probably do that for now and then pick up some other horns later. All right. Got the chair right here. There we go. Right. Probably think of some new skull ideas in a little bit. Hey, what's up, Drawn Sword? She's sewing, right? How you doing, buddy? Oh, you eating dinner, huh? Crazy over there. It's a little later over here. I'm drinking coffee. It's like 11. I think it's like 11:30 or something. But I had some butter, caramelized butter. It's a Danish butter we caramelize in the pan. Then I put it back in the fridge like in a glass container, and then I put it in my coffee. It's pretty good. Pretty good flavor. That Irish butter is pretty good too. Spaghetti bolzana, huh? That sounds pretty good. I've never had that before. I've made spaghetti a bunch of times. I used to be known as the Spaghetti King back in the day. Probably make some bacon today when I wake up. Did you see that new Resident Evil trailer? Looks pretty fun. Some of the CGI is a little iffy, but looks cool though. One thing I like about it, it just looks like it's just like a mission, like one dude's like kind of just a regular kind of dude, like a college kid, kind of stuck in the middle of it. I think that's kind of interesting. But he's also strapped up. I think it's going to be an entertaining movie. Oh, okay, stir fry vegetables. Oh, okay. Yeah, we usually put a box of spinach inside our sauce. We do like that spring mix, or just like the it comes in a spring mix box. That's pretty good. I like using Italian sausage spaghetti with Italian sauce. I like to put the sausage in the sauce. It's pretty good. I haven't done it in a while though. But stir fried vegetables, that does sound pretty good. I haven't tried that before. Yeah. Thanks for the tip, man. All right. Yeah, I don't trust Disney either. I was gonna go watch it, but then I was like, nah, I don't know. I don't really like Pedro Pascal either. You know, he's annoying. I like Favreau though. That's the one I'm like, I might go watch it. Probably gonna go see The Mummy. Take my kids to see that. Wife said it was pretty good. I picked up the new Headlopper book. Have you read it? Oh yeah, yeah. I thought it was awesome. That they did a good job of kind of tying everything kind of back in, but also bringing in new readers, doing the catch up. Kind of looking at it as like a number one. I haven't read it so long. For a while, like Headlopper was the only sword and sorcery kind of mainstream or mainstream adjacent book comic that was out that was pretty good, I thought, you know. Then it went away. Then Conan got picked up by Marvel, and then they put out a bunch of. I'd say like the newer Conan books that Marvel put out. I'd say about like 90% of them were trash, but about 10% were good. You know, they had a couple good ones here and there, but very sparse, like as far as entertaining goes. Oh yeah, the first one you got. Yeah, it's got a weird kind of comedy to it. To me, the art kind of looks like Mignola and tattoo art, kind of like old school tattoo art. Definitely not the like Buscema and Barry Windsor Smith and that style. But I think this the storytelling is pretty cool. I got a bunch of books to read. Bunch of books I just picked up. I got the new Conan Free Comic Book Day book. I'm gonna go pick that up on Saturday after work. That'll be interesting. Yeah, they had them there too. I tried to take one. I'm like, oh, you can't have it now, but you can come pick it up on Saturday. So they put it in my box. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, Lobo's I would say that Headlopper's funny. It's got some funny. It's definitely got the comedy down. I mean, it ain't the funniest shit you ever read, but yeah, it's definitely got some funny little parts in it. And he's definitely chopping up the heads in there in that book. It's a good starting point too. Kind of get you caught up to date with the lore and everything through death, through the Grim Reaper in there. I don't know if yeah. It's a little different than the other headloppers. It's the 5th one, I think. The 5th headlopper. Let's see here. New Spawn. Let's see. The new Spawn Dark Times hasn't got much to go to, and not much happened. Even though the art's good, even though the art's great. Yeah, right. It's a little of a slow burn, huh? I got that new one too. I got to read that. I got to read a bunch of books tomorrow and do some reviews. Probably gonna do a few reviews tomorrow. I was gonna do them today, but I got really crazy allergy. Really fucking me up today. Nose just running nonstop. Nose is running nonstop. Eyes are burning. Wasn't fun. Not one bit. Yeah, and I was thinking that because today's kind of the first day, so I was thinking it was probably that. And I just started fasting a lot too, but I haven't fasted in months, so I was thinking it's probably those two things. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, it's always something though. But I noticed that when I fast, I don't get really bad allergies that much. So that's always a good thing. And I noticed fasting is actually really good for my allergies. I don't when I fast, I don't get any allergies. So yeah. I'm fasting for health. Yeah. There's a lot of health benefits in there. Let's see here. The campaign it's going to be slowing down. It's been slowing down a little bit actually. Um, got a couple more shows lined up. You know, this is actually like the slow point, but yeah, there's really nothing I could do in the slow part. And then I know we're going to get like a probably hopefully get a turnout towards the end, maybe. I know when I'm on Kickstarter, when I back campaign, sometimes I'll back it at the end, but we'll see. I am prepared though, got mentally prepared that, that things happen. Sometimes you don't hit your goal, man, I've been there before in the past. Yeah, it sucks. But it is what it is. I'll be 2-2 if I don't raise the money this time. Kind of a hard sell, but yeah. I'm looking forward to it regardless. I'm going to be putting some original art some more original art up there. See how that goes a little bit too. Maybe I could sell a couple more of those pieces. That might be nice. But yeah, last week was really slow. The week before that was we got a bunch of backers in the beginning of the week. Then we lost some. Then it just slowed down. So it's just kind of, yeah. I've been hitting up a lot of people too. It's not as easy as it used to be. That's for sure. There's not as many people anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good though. Still got time, but you win some, you lose some, Let's see, there's that. You know what? I was looking for Heavy Art Talk, but I couldn't find their contact. Yeah, that was one of them. Then there was a bunch of people I hit up that never got back to me. A couple people ghosted me, and then yeah, just some people are hard to get a hold of. So it's pretty wild. Didn't used to be like that as much back in the day, but there's always, it's always hard. But it's a good learning experience though for I'm going to do a different book next time, Also, a big thing is when people back your book, they look at like how many books you've put out to, like how many you've fulfilled, from what I hear. And I don't have any books that I've fulfilled on Kickstarter, so I know that didn't help out a lot. I could say, oh, I did 2 campaigns on Indiegogo and I fulfilled them early, but they don't know that, So that kind of doesn't help. Yeah. So it's so easy. Let's see here, the guy from. Oh, he's on Instagram. Oh, let me try that out. Yeah, a lot of people aren't on Twitter really. Twitter's awesome, dude. You can just DM them right there. It's like I wish everybody was on Twitter, and it's a free speech platform. Like that's why I think, everybody should be on their left and right. Whatever your preference, whatever your political bullshit is, you should be on Twitter, you know? It's like, I'm here to sell books, really, you know? I'm not here to talk religion or politics. I'm here to, you know, make comics. Yeah. But it seems like a lot of people are just just exclusively on like on one side. I try to go everywhere too, though. But it'd be cool if people were on Twitter, but a lot of people don't like it because they don't like Elon Musk, so they go to Blue Sky or they go to what is it, fucking Instagram. Now people are on Threads. YouTube's the biggest thing, though, man. Everybody's on YouTube. I wish YouTube had a messenger. I guess it did back in the day, or there was ways you could message people and stuff. Other than the comment section, you know, they had like a DM, from my understanding, back in the day on YouTube. But I could see why they got rid of it, you know. But yeah, man, I'm like looking at all these metal channels, bro. Like I looked at some of the biggest metal YouTube channels. I'm like, how do I get a hold of this guy? You know. It's wild though, bro. It's pretty wild. It's hard to get a hold of people. Yeah. People don't check their DMs that much, or they just won't open them. Just won't, flat out won't open DMs. I also sent my book to review to like some pretty big named comic creators. I'm like, check this out, you know. Nothing. Crickets. I'll always remember that though, man. If I ever kind of get a little more notoriety and a little more, I don't know how you want to put it, but a little more comfortable with selling my books with an audience. You know, I try to look at other people's stuff. You know, helps out. Give honest feedback. You know. Right? YouTube DM would be awesome. But yeah, like I wish everybody was on Twitter though, bro. Like it'd just be so much easier. That's how it was back in the day, man. Everybody was on Twitter. You could just hit fulls up. Then they start charging money for it, and it's like the entry fee is like $11 a month, something like that. It doesn't even really do anything, you know. Doesn't really help. It was actually for artists, for me anyways. Like when I was on Twitter back in the day, I would my stuff would get out further. It was weird. It wasn't a free speech platform, but yeah, definitely I would reach more people for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, you gotta pivot. You gotta move around. Gotta make some coffee, huh? Yeah. Never have enough of that. Love coffee. I imagine what's like making books like once a year, man. It must be really hard to get on shows. Yeah, I got to come up with some more skull ideas. I think this stream might be getting a little suppressed because I got this bird up right here. uh, she's flipping the bird. That's okay. Now I want coffee again. Now I want coffee. Oh, okay. Sweet. I'll come back on that. Literal Lee, huh? I'll have to check that out. Let me see. Yeah, write that down here. Literal underscore Lee. Piece of paper. Okay, here we go. Got some. Yeah, those another kind of metalhead, like what was it, a metalhead that was in the Norse mythology, like YouTube. I was like, hit him up and he's like, yeah, let's, but nothing. Yeah, I didn't hear anything back from him. So well, I was in his chat. His chat was being really cool with me, saying what's up and everything. Seemed like a cool dude, but he kind of never responded. So I was like, all right, it's a tough hustle, man. And it is a hustle. You're trying to get your book out there and try to get on some shows, but you don't want to be annoying. Like I'm down to hit like anybody up for the most part. Like once, like DM them and stuff, and if they get like a no or I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. Then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave them alone now. That usually means that they're not going to. All right, there's that. But yeah, you got to kind of do that sometimes. It is what it is. Especially if you're like a new guy, like on a new platform and stuff. Or if you're like a big dog and you got a big following, you can you can just take your following with you anywhere. They'll back your shit. Don't matter. Really? Damn, dude. I think I'm probably yeah, then that's a different guy. I must have been looking at another heavy art show then, because the one I was looking at was out of like, I think they were like some Brazilian dude or something like that. I don't know if that's the same guy. It might not be. I might have been looking at the wrong dude. But half of his shit was in like English, and he had like other. He'd have like Latino metalheads on there, but then he'd have like American and a bunch of stuff. Oh, allergies are coming back. He's an American from Atlanta in his early 30s. Oh, it's a totally different guy, huh? Crazy. That's wild, dude. Looking at the wrong guy. There's a lot of heavy talks too. I was looking on YouTube. Like, you said he's on YouTube too, huh? Obviously, right? He's got a show. Yeah, because I think like if Metalheads read HELWÄR, like I'd say like 20% of them out of maybe more would probably dig the book, you know, especially if they're into like Norse mythology. If they're into comics and metal, like I'm pretty sure they would dig it. In indie books, yeah, for sure. I know, like if I seen it on a Kickstarter, I would definitely back it. Like, oh, this is pretty cool. Not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying that like it's the type of shit that I like. Every time I see drawn sword, man, I want to go to New Zealand. That band Double Driver is going to be Double Driver and Cradle of Filth are going to be playing in what is it? They're dropping their album in Australia, I guess. They're playing a tour over there. Heavy art talk. Oh, okay, cool. I'll write that down. Over here. Underneath that. All right. Thanks, Drawn Sword. How's Carnot coming along, man? Looks badass. Oh, that's cool. That'll be. I just want to go watch his channel now. I was watching a new interview with singer Grand Magus. He was on Grimfrost's YouTube channel, the one singer of Amon Amarth's his clothing slash vampire, not vampire, Viking line. It's pretty interesting. You got some good videos on there on Vikings and whatnot. A lot of them. I got to go back and watch them all. Oh, page 16. Okay. Captain Gigglefoot, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Shower with your save water, shower with your girlfriend. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Thanks for hitting the like, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I just dropped a video today on my reading order of Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, right. Flip the bird. She ain't too happy with a lot of stuff. But we'll hopefully we get to tell more of that story, you know. She's gonna get more what's the word, relevant in the second book if I get to it. Drawn Sword Graphics. Heavy Art Talk put a new one out today with Andreas Marshall, cover artist, for Creator and Sodom, to name a few. Watch the first half of the morning. Yeah, Andreas Marshall, didn't he do like the First in Flames album covers? Didn't he do like Jester Race, Horacle, and Colony? He was like one of my favorites back in the day. If that's him, I think that's him, dude. Yeah, he's a painter. He was painting books. All those guys listen to them too. You know, they all love fucking Creator, and you know. I would do this piece only for a commission. AI ruined everything. Yeah, yeah, AI totally. This was gonna be probably like a trading card, you know. That's why I have it like this, because the whole book is it's 11 by 14. It's supposed to look like an album cover, like a metal cover, you know. That channel will be perfect for me to go on though, dude. You gotta hit him up pretty quick. I'm running out of time. I really hope I get to the reference photo. I didn't use one. I just drew it like that. I have an alternate one though. I did where it just looked whack, because she has these weird she has these like three femurs on both sides of her. There's three femurs back here on her calf, and then she has three femurs on her shin, and it kind of, the way I had it positioned, it kind of folded it, and it looked whack. So, and then the way her face looked too in the beginning, that because this is a redraw, I drew this 2 years ago, and after I did the book HELWÄR, I kind of changed the way she looked a little bit. So, yeah, and if I could, I would go back and redraw this again. There's already like things I don't like about it, but I had to say, you know what, it's all right. I'm just gonna finish it, you know. Maybe I'll redraw it again in like 10 years or something. Yeah, no reference. Nope. The one thing I would have changed about this, I would have made her a little taller, but it just it would have fucked up the composition too. You know, I kind of want things in like in a look. You know, it would look kind of weird if I made her legs too long. You know, because her legs are a little bit longer. But I could get away with it because she changes. She's a shapeshifter. You know, so she could be like kaiju size, and then she'll kind of shrink down. She kind of likes sitting up on her throne. You know, kaiju size a lot of the time. She could probably change her realm around too if she wanted to. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I love seeing the airbrush in the skies, man. I love the cover for all three of those covers actually. Jester race with those 3 big tanks. And it's funny too, when that movie Mortal Engines came out, I never watched it. The one by Peter Jackson. You've probably seen it, but I don't know. Still need to watch it. But I was like, dude, that's like the Jester race, man. I wonder if he was like, I wonder if Andreas Marshall or Anders Frieden was, when he's writing the lyrics, if he was thinking about that. But, and then Horacle's a badass cover, and Colony. I always like Colony though, man. That one was very Geiger-esque. It's my favorite album too. Fucking love Colony, man. Listen to that shit all the time. That shit never gets old, man. And his vocals on there are savage, dude. They're so aggressive. He's definitely the craziest sounding on there. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Used to do art. See, yeah, I used to do art just for fun. Well, that's cool. Let's see here. Yeah, she's like normally like 6 feet tall, and this chick is, not 6 feet tall. Maybe, maybe not. Right, there's that. And this little move she's doing right here, that's really hard for most women to do. Like almost impossible. She'd have to be like ambidextrous. Yeah. But it's a comic, so get away with some stuff. Let's see here. He's been doing metal covers of all genres since 1984, and he does movies too. Damn, that's awesome. Really interesting interview on the whole channel. Yeah, he's my favorite metal album cover artist. That's cool. He nailed that interview. I gotta come back down here and draw some more skulls later. Yep. Yeah, her lower body is definitely bigger than her upper body. Yep, long legs. Yeah, she's a big girl. She's like 6 foot. She's pretty tall. I wanted her to be like Big Barda, thick thighs, big ass. Very, very, very voluptuous. Her head's kind of big too. She's got big ass eyes. No nose. She doesn't have a nose. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know, man. Good thing you did that. That's awesome. Let's see here. Kind of want to draw some of her soldiers back here, but I don't know. I might not. We'll see about drawing Garm back here. Probably won't. Let's take too much of the focus off of her. Tattoos? Nah, I thought about doing some tattoos. I'm actually, you know what? I'm designing a tattoo for one of my buddies for fun. I'm gonna be working on that for a while, pretty soon. Yeah, just putting something together for that. But I didn't really design too much of it. He kind of designed it. I came up with some concepts for him and some compositions, but we're gonna go with what he wants. And yeah, I'm doing it for him for a favor. And yeah, I'm working on that probably next week. It's a Celtic cross, so. But as far as me doing tattoo art, yeah, I'm afraid of. I don't want to mess up on somebody. I don't want to destroy somebody's skin, you know. But if I did, I would definitely be a tattoo artist. You know, they make so much. They make good money. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah, dude. It's addicting. The tablet. Yeah, totally addicting. It's quick too. So I'm thinking about making some comic. I'm thinking about doing like some traditional comics throughout, like, because I make comic books too. But I'm also thinking about doing a digital comic like as well, so I could work on that for fun. Because man, I like it's so fast, so fast. Especially if you're not going to color it. Yeah, it's very addicting. I had to get off. I had to go like, oh, I had to get off. It's like using AI almost. But in here, you're committed to this shit. You got to lock in, and you can't. You can only make you only make so many mistakes. Brutal, but I like that, man. You know, I like I like making traditional art and stuff like that. Digital's fun too, though. I'm using digital too right now. I'm making a map for my sword and sorcery book. Right now, I'm writing a big story or a big history, setting up the world for this character I made up. It's hard to think though right now because I got my Kickstarter up. Dragon tattoo. Let's see here. Yeah, that's cool. Dragons are cool. I watched a really cool dragon pot, or what was it, a press conference the other day? Yeah, they were talking about that. It was pretty cool. This right here with the rocks, I'm probably going to come in with something else. Fix that out. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to update and change. Absolutely. Yeah, and here you got to come in there with the whiteout. And then when you draw on top of this whiteout, it smears. So it's like, don't want to mess up too much. Pretty soon I'm gonna start painting though. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I guess I could start drawing these skulls down here for fun. That'd be kind of cool. I also think that like digital is good too for like when you're setting up your excuse me, character design. If you want to put like the color on your characters to see what they would look like. I'm gonna probably do that uh for a lot of my characters going forward. I started designing a character for another book I want to do hopefully, and I messed with the digital for that as well. And the character's kind of got a lot of I haven't done the colors with it, but he's got a lot of rusty brown colors. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be definitely working on a sword and sorcery comic. I tried to I came up with like a bunch of different story topics that I want to do for this character. So right now I'm building out the lore, I'm building out the world, and I was just trying to decide if I wanted to tell stories that were like out of order, because that's kind of how Howard did it, man. But now I'm kind of like, I really want to tell his origin story, and I really want to get away from origin stories, man. But with this guy, I think it'll really, so far, I think it'll really kind of be cool for his character. And the way I'm writing it, it's just things are starting to click together. And my barbarian, he's like he's part Neanderthal. Yeah, it's pretty wild. He's got a bunch of different races that he's a mixed breed, if you will. But I'm trying to do it like diligently, but I'm trying not to rush it either. I'm trying to let kind of the lore come to me, you know, and like organically. There's like a lot of Howard influence in there, obviously, and a lot of dealing with evolution and things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna do sword and sorcery, man. That's what I want to do. That just seems like where I'm at is like sword and sorcery, or just kind of like period stuff, you know. Like I really want to do that St. Patrick Snake Slayer book. I might do that one digitally, but then parts of me are like, man, I want to draw that traditionally, man. Like those Irish landscapes and Irish like Celtic what is it, graveyards and stuff like that, you know. Lots of ink, lots of hatching. You know, you could do that digitally too, but I want to have the original artwork too. I'd like to sell it, sell it, and then keep some. You know what I'm talking about, drawn sword. You like you like doing traditional art too. There's something about it, you know. But what I want to do is I want to write like a prose story every time I do like a comic. I want to do a prose story, and then I want to do like a graphic novel based around it. And that way, if I want to make it kind of wordy, I can have it wordy, not too wordy, but a little bit more than a comic, you know. And then I can release them both at the same time, I think. Yeah, I really don't want to do an origin story, man. But it just kind of started getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And I tried to break off from it, you know, to try to jump around in the timeline. But it just I felt that the origin story has to be told, you know, because it's you don't want to tell your origin story, man. You want people to be kind of interested in your character, like it keeps it interesting. But I think I might be able to make him interesting, like if you grow with the character and follow him on his journey, you know. Like you look at Wolverine, no one knew who he was for the longest time, you know. You look at Conan, he left home. You don't really know like too much about him. I mean, you start off when he's like 14, but this character, I want to build him up from a baby in the slop, and I want you to just see how he becomes this barbarian, you know, and then you kind of go with him and you go through all the shit with him, you know. Then you kind of find out even more about him later on in the story, you know, like, oh my gosh, okay. Maybe like 3 or 4 books later, you find out his, you know, maybe a little more about him. I definitely want to have a character that's, you know, he has a, I want to write a bunch of stories, you know, and I want to see him age. I like that. I think that's cool. That's what I liked about Conan. I really like Brad McMorran too, man. I mean, there's only 2 books, but it's very inspirational to say the least. Oh, you're inking right now too. Right now, I'm also developing a sword sorcery. Yeah, dude. And it's like I could if you make a cool world, man, you can have that world like kind of go into the future, like millions of years into the, or you can go billions of years in the past. You know, I might put my world on. I might put my world on Mars too. Thinking about doing that, just setting it on Mars. You know, I think that might be kind of cool. I think that might be kind of interesting. I don't know, maybe not. Mars was very popular back in the day. Yeah, it is, you know, and that's what a lot of people did. And then there's been this kind of stigma, like over the past probably 3 to 5 years, maybe longer, maybe shorter, where it's like, don't develop your world, just make your book, just do the story's most important. And it's like, yeah, it is, but you could tell a really good story, like if you know what's going on in the timeline, you know. And then like with sword, like we know with sorcery, drawn sword, that like you're dealing with that one story, that one location, pretty much, you know, like in that one area. You're not telling a whole big old like massive novel or whatever, you know. It's usually set in 1 to 3 places in the story. You probably go like 1 or maybe 2, maybe 3 places. It's set there. You kind of describe that one spot and you stay there, you know. And I think that's what really works the best. That's how I want to do it too. Like say you start out on a pirate ship and then you land on an island, you know. That's two kind of places. And then maybe you might go to a third place in the very end or something, you know, or you just stay on the island the whole time, something like that, you know. Or if you're out in like the desert and then you find like a city or a temple, you probably go into the temple and then you go down into the ground and that's it, and you get out, you know, stuff like that. And then you soak up the story in that one spot. And you could you don't really have to go back there again because you already built the lore out. You've already built all the lore out in that one spot. You never have to go back to that city again, really, unless it's a really prevalent, relevant city. Yeah, doing a map helps seeing where he's from, and it goes extra. Exactly, man. So I'm doing that, and then I want to get the lady that did the map for Conan. I'm gonna see how much she costs because she does all the maps, dude, for all the games. I want to try to hire her one day. Like I'm taking this shit seriously, bro. I ain't playing around. It's like if I'm gonna pick something like this, it's gonna be my baby till I die. And there's just something about sword and sorcery that I really relate to it. But trying to find a cool original character, it's near impossible. But I'm trying to do that, you know, trying to come up with something different, a little bit, and it's really hard. But I think I'm breaking a nucleus of something. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, the map does help, dude. And the thing is, I have the map, and I got like these, you know, like these 6 big parts where I want, you know, things to happen. Then I'm going in there and I'm kind of adding little things here and there, and then really starting to add more and more and more. And that's the cool thing about doing it on the computer or on a tablet, like digital, like Homeboy was saying. You could kind of erase stuff and move things around rather than kind of keep drawing it over and over again on a you know, on here, you know, on a traditional. I think it's cool if you're going to make the one map like Howard did. He drew out his whole map. Maybe you could draw it out when you're done. But like I think if Howard had a tablet, Rowdy Howard, he would have drawn all that shit on the tablet, dude. Because he would have been in there just tweaking shit around. It would have sped up his process, I think, a lot more. Also, I think it's cool to sketch characters out and then maybe take them over to the tablet and put some color on there, or even scan the picture into the tablet and then color it there. You know, that way you got that. And people fucking love that stuff. I know I do. I love seeing like the sketches of character concept. I also just like seeing like bestiaries, you know. That new Conan Exiles, the updated one, dude, it comes out today too. I don't have it, but I want it. It looks great. It comes out on today, the 1st. Go on there. You can go on there and make your character. It's pretty cool. Yep. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, man. But I'm also gonna like keep open mind, like if I want to do another genre, you know, I just want this to be like my backbone thing, you know. And I'm actually trying to tie it into the books that I already created, trying to have them all kind of with HELWÄR, even, you know what I mean, all that stuff. If it's not on the same planet, maybe it's in the same universe, you know. Or maybe there's a way to get there, you know. Maybe teleport, or there's a Stargate or something. I think that's cool. It's important. A lot of people do that. A lot of people don't do that too. A lot of people just like they'll make something and I'm like, oh, you know, see writers. Is that in the same universe? Nah, it's in a different one. It's not the same universe. Like, okay, that's cool too. But I think it's also cool if you can try to find a way to tie it together, you know. Yep. Drawing a Cyclops skull. What's that Cyclops skull doing all the way up there and all the way down there in Helheim? Who knows? You know, I do like Greek myth though, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind doing a Greek story one day. I also want to do Beowulf one day. That's something I'd like to do. Yeah. There's one kind of remake. That's one of them. I'm just kind of fascinated with Beowulf. That's the whole story. A wandering barbarian searching for something or on a mission. Good sword and sorcery is quick and straight into it. Survival, vengeance, and rescue by the skin of his teeth. Exactly. Yeah, and they have to kind of barely get out each time, you know? Yeah. Mine's probably going to be just like on a mission. You know, he gets stuck in these situations and then he finds out something maybe in one of the stories and then he'll go looking for it, you know? But he's not going to probably come across it till randomly, like maybe later on. Because I wanted to do like 15 or 16 different stories. That's what I'm looking at right now. But there's definitely like an overarching theme. But the thing is, he'll probably square up like what he needs to do, like halfway within the story, and then after that, boom, it's or halfway within the timeline, you know. But yeah, one story at a time, like you said, straight up sword and sorcery, not fantasy. You know, barely getting by in this. You know, everything comes at a cost. You know, brutality, brutal scenarios. Magic comes with a cost as well. Magic ain't fun. Magic isn't sciencey either. That's another thing. No sciencey magic. Magic is mysterious. Magic is gothic. Magic is scary. I know. I don't want to. I'm not gonna explain the magic. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. You know, book one. It's gonna follow. It's gonna be in chronological order too, as far as I know. For now, I'm starting off with the first few stories. Is it heavily influenced by Conan? Yes. Are you going to see a bunch of similarities? Yes. It's kind of hard not to, you know. And a lot of the stories too that like he takes from, like they're historical, man. Like they're like, oh, you're taking from Conan. It's like, yeah, am I though? Like that might be like a story from the Bible. Like there's a lot of stories in the Bible that relate to Cole and Conan. You know, you look at Moses, all the shit he went through. You know, you look at the stuff with David and what is it, Saul? The shit that went down with Saul with David that heavily inspired Cole. All the visions he was having, all that shit. That was from the Bible, dude. You know, a lot of people don't like the Bible, but you know, that was the first kind of real sword and sorcery book, if you think about it. So yep. You got the giants in there, especially the Book of Enoch. Fuck. I think you're watching, was it Tim Alberino? That guy's got some shit, man. I am gonna have giants in my book too. And they are gonna be like Nephilim-esque, 100%. And there's gonna be tribes all over the fucking place. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. And they're gonna be pretty powerful, but they're not gonna be like unattainable or you know, you'll be able to take them down if you need to, just like any like Any T-Rex. I'll have dinosaurs in there, all that shit. You know. Yeah, we don't even know, man. We don't even know if like if humans were around when dinosaurs weren't. There's so many new studies coming out right now where there's things that were supposed to be extinct for 65 billion years ago. I think there's like 10 animals that were supposed to be extinct for 60 billion years. 60 billion years. That's right. No, 65 million. Right. And then the thing just starts running out in the jungle. Oh, look, it's still alive. I guess we were wrong. I guess it's been alive and it hasn't been extinct for 60 million years, you know? So they don't carbon dating. I think I heard now it's like bogus, all kinds of shit. Yeah, there's going to be tons of hybrid creatures, tons of that shit. Humans in my story are going to be like very, very rare. It's also going to have like that Planet of the Apes feel to it, you know? It's definitely going to have like a little nod to that, you know? But it's like you can take your influences, but you got to kind of run with your own stuff too, you know? You could soak up every little bit of everybody's, but you got to kind of go in there and put some of you in there too, you know? Like with the Conan books, they're not chronological, they're out of order. Mine are going to be chronological, you know? You're going to be going with the guy. You're going to grow with him, which I didn't want in the beginning, but now I kind of like, oh, man. I want to, you know, he could still suffer along the way, you know, and take the battle scars with him. Yeah. And there's a lot of motherfuckers in real life too that get by by the skin of their teeth, you know, that you know, and even in these times, even cavemen and hominids, and you know, if you were to live back then, you'd be getting by on the skin of your teeth. You'd have some tales like all the time to talk about, you know. So it is possible for people to be lucky and have 9 lives. So, and it's fantasy. So fuck it, you know. Yeah, lizard men. Yeah. You know what? I'm trying to stay away from the lizard stuff. I am trying to stay away from that. Trying to stay away from the lizards. I'm trying to stay away from the apish stuff too much, you know. But you got to have ape something. I'm doing something more with monkeys. So I'm seeing the stuff and I'm kind of trying to, because it's so tempting, you know. I'm going to put dinosaurs in there. I'm kind of just trying to come up with these different types of beasts, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to put a little something fresh in there, hopefully. I like it though when the ideas start coming to themselves and the story will start writing itself. Oh, and then I want to kind of, if possible, I want to try to what's the word? Tie it into the Crom story I'm doing a little bit, just a little bit, like little nods to that. I might do mine that way, starting with how he gets his sword. Dude, yeah, that's a big thing too. And another thing is Conan, he never has like his sword. You know, he never has his fucking, but I'm like, fuck that. My character's going to have his sword. He's going to have it like all the time. Like his sword in my book, it's a major, major deal. Like that's his shit, dude. You know, his sword is like his car. It's like his, you know, it's like his Camaro, bro. It's his truck. Like it's part of him. Like it's with him all the time. It's real important, you know. Yeah. What's up, Tim? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I think the sword is like really important. You know, I think it just says like, you know, we like the sword, we like the weapon. I think weapons are real important, man. Especially like if it has, you know, you look at like what is it, Elric? His sword is very important. And Conan, it's not. And it shouldn't be, and I admit that, like in sword sorcery, maybe the sword shouldn't be that important because it's not pulpy and it's not quick. But you know, mine, he's got to have his Mjolnir. You know, he's got to have his sword. Mine has a crazy sword though, dude. It's a little different. It's a little shanky. It's a little bit of a shank. Without spoiling too much. Yeah. I want the ride too, man. And I'm trying not to put I have this kind of gross ride that he has, you know. It's pretty nasty. And I'm like, do I want him the ride? For me, the ride is debatable. I don't know if I want him to have the ride all the time, but I kind of do. You know, and that's that whole like, oh, you gotta have your, what is it? You gotta have your battle cat, bro. It's like, you talking shit? Yeah, I do actually. I do. You're watching too much He-Man, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. And who knows, man? Maybe your ride dies. You know, maybe that's his buddy. That's like his best friend. You know, like two of my characters, they have a ride. Like Butch Cleaver has his ride. His ride's name is Tor. That's his resurrected, like mummified bull he brings back from the dead. That's his boy. You know. And then in HELWÄR, he's got Goldmane. That's his horse, his war horse. You know. And that's his it's probably his best friend. You know what I mean? He's been there the whole time. Like, I don't know, man. And the weapons are very important to me too. The weapon and the horse or the ride. You know, it's usually an animal. And again, Conan didn't have that either. You know, he just kind of picked up a camel or whatnot. You know, or a horse. He didn't pick up no camel. I'm just fucking around. He punched one in the movie though. Let's see here. Are you doing a Conan book or a character that is your own, but kind of like Conan? I'm doing both actually. I'm doing my own universe book. I'm working on that on the side. I'm just gonna kind of talk about that for a long time and never really show anything what I'm working on. I'm just gonna kind of bring it out probably like in 5 years, and then I'm doing an anthology, Tim, for Crom the Barbarian. I think I told you about that. I'm doing it, and so is Drawn Sword. And with that, I'm doing like 2 pages, or I'm doing 9 pages, 9 pages a year. I got the story done already. I wrote a prose for it, and I'm just breaking it down. Let me show you a little preview. I showed it the other night on an interview I did with look at this. That's page 2, I think. That's with Crom. He's sleeping right there, and this lady wakes up. Did you wake up? And you got that motherfucker staring at you, you know? Hell no, bro. He's like creeping up on you, you know? Telling you to shh. So that's what I'm working on right now. This month has been really slow. You know, I was reading 1 page a month. I was not going to page out, to be honest, like in 3 weeks, because I'm working on a bunch of other things. But this month, the page I have right now, it's really big. So it's I've been really slow, and then I've been working on my campaign, going on shows. I've been hanging out with my family a lot more too, and the kids, you know, taking them out more. So yeah, I didn't get the page done in a month, but that's why I told them 1 page a month, you know, or was it 9 pages a year? So that's technically it gives me a little more time because it's 12 months, right? But I told them I'd have it done by the deadline every year. Boom, here's 9 pages, homie, you know. Oh, okay, we're back. We got booted for a second. Yeah. But yeah, and I can't wait to read. I'm going to be reading Melvin too, Tim. I'm going to be doing some reviews on those, buddy. And if you're still there, I plan on doing some fan art for that. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really excited to read Melvin. I'm gonna review all 3 of them, buddy. And then my book HELWÄR's out right now too. I think you probably already know about that. That's where she's from. She's from the book, and yeah. This is just like a redraw. Let's see here. Yeah. Kind of thinking about this. I might use this right now, maybe. All right. Yeah, we'll see, Tim. You know, I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? Saying is one thing and doing is another. You know, I try to commit to the bit though, man. You know what I mean? Try to commit to the bit. You know. Double dice. Knock off Conan. Bone and the Destroyer. Oh, thanks, Drawn Sword. Yeah, yeah. Everything's a knockoff, though. You know, you give me a character, I'm gonna probably give you a couple, you know, couple different versions of it that's it knocked off. You know, probably 98% of every characters you could name to me, I'm gonna probably tell you, yeah, that's a knockoff of this, and that. Though there will be some exceptions, though. There will be some exceptions, like the Max. What that character is pretty damn original, you know. Yeah, everybody does that. It's just in the tweak, you know. And me, I got characters in every genre that I want to make, you know. But it's just sword and sorcery is going to be my backbone, uh, my backbone thing. That's the thing that I actually want to write stories like pastiche, and I want to write fucking poems and maybe not a novel, but definitely short stories. And there's a lot you could do with it too, man. You could tell horror stories, like really, or have these really cool, like horrific scenes and stuff, and it's just very liberating. Sword and sorcery. There's like a lot of less rules, man. That's why I like it. And I feel like I just kind of got into it at a young age, and I never really got a shake at it. You know, my pops put me up on it with Conan the Barbarian, the movie. I'm doing some Conan video content now too for fun. Conan, and it's actually Robert E. Howard content, talking about the books and stuff, discussing things. I dropped a Howard a Conan reading order video today, and then I filmed another video last night. I'm going to probably drop that next week. I'm doing a video series on the brutality of Conan, and then I'm reading passages, excerpts from different stories of things that, you know, little fight scenes that I like. Yeah, yeah, and you have to get yourself bored too. You know, people that's when the creation starts. You know, you got to get bored. Once you get bored, and you start really thinking about stuff. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. You know, that's what the kids say. You know, like, okay, good. That's a good time to start using your mind. Let's work out that frontal lobe. You know, get that frontal lobe going. Let's get bored. Like that Deftone song, right? Yeah. Let's see here. Drawstream graphics. It really gets to the heart of what I want to draw and read, and quick tales of high stakes action adventure. Me too, man. 100%. I used to watch old cartoon series for drawing. Well, that's cool. Yeah, there's just something about the high stakes of it, you know. Another thing too is like sometimes there's high stakes with like zero reward in these stories, and that makes it even more interesting. It's like you went through all that for that. It's like, damn. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Genuine Comics? How you doing, buddy? And crossover stuff. Yeah, that's fun. What's your inking strategy? I don't really have a strategy. I just kind of go with my gut, you know. I don't really think about anything at all when I'm doing it. Yeah. I try not to put too much thought into it. I like to let magic happen, you know. Or I also like to welcome, you know, conflict and problems, you know. Sometimes you fuck up in the ink, but I like that. I like that and the drawing too, you know. It is what it is though. This is her legs. She's got like black latex on. That's like black leather latex pants. So there's a lot of, you gotta get the lighting the way certain ways. I might even come in here with white out later, and then go over it again with the ink, and then come on with white paint. You know, just until I get what I want. But I'm probably gonna leave that right there for that part. Yeah, but I definitely know I want some stuff up here like this. Let's see, something like that, and then kind of going through here like that. Let me get that. Something like that for the background. Yeah. And then this will be fun right here. I could come in here and just do some rocky stuff on the chair. The chair's carved out of rock. Her throne's carved out of stone. The throne's carved out of stone. So there's that. Yeah, I was thinking about drawing Garm back there and some guards, but I think it's kind of the skulls are enough. I don't want it to be too much away from her. I want her to be the focal point. I might throw yeah, I gotta throw some icicles in there. The icicles will come in later with white paint probably, because it's cold down there, especially in the roof of the cave of the world in Helheim. That's where she's at. Yeah. There's a little bit of metal structure in there too as well, holding it together. Put up some guardrails. Yeah. That'd be perfect. So like that. It's organic matter. Yep. I gotta draw a couple more skulls down there. Thing is, you need some iconoclastic skulls, in Norse myth. So you got like dwarf. So I'm gonna put a dwarf skull in there. Then I might put like a crystal skull in there. Because yeah, I mean it's hell, but she might have some bycatch souls that are swimming down in there. She might be fishing for swordfish, but she might catch some turtles in the net, some bycatch. Let's see here. Tim Olson, I was thinking of doing a series of ash cans with no more than 5 pages from upcoming books and do more cons and appearances at bookstores. 3 stories in each book or in each ash can. That's cool, man. Yeah. That's badass. So that'd be like 15 pages. Yeah, that could be cool. 100%, man. That could be really cool. Cool. Yeah, I did that with HELWÄR. I put 13 pages up on the campaign. Yeah. Trying to get that shit going. Yeah. Almost done with this picture. I just got to add a couple more skulls in there. I got to figure out some more stuff. Add in the background. Finish that other cheek right there. Yeah, some skulls. Doing some rock formations. Erase it. Put in some ice dripping from the ceiling. Still got a lot of shit to do on there. Throwing some metal rigging in there because I put metal rigging inside the cave. Why? It's because I think it look cool. That's the thing about art, man. You gotta just put things in there because it looks cool all the time. It doesn't have to be rules all the time. You don't have to explain everything all the time either. Why is that in the cave? Why is it in Helheim? I don't know, because I wanted to put it there. Explain it. Okay, I mean I could give you 3 explanations off the cuff, but sometimes art just needs to be cool, man. And same thing with writing. You don't have to explain everything all the time. But sometimes you do. And sometimes it's cool to know things that other people don't. Yeah. Sometimes spontaneity is cool. I'm gonna do a review of this book. This shit was pretty cool. This shit was packed with action, man. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Yeah, 15 pages for sure. 100%. You can do a lot with 15 pages. You can, and then you can't, you know, especially for like one story. You can do a lot with 5 pages too if you really line it up, you know. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm gonna try to do a live stream tomorrow night too to get some drawing done. I'm gonna not finish this, but I'm gonna work on it a little bit. Probably gonna do like a little bit of an early stream because I got to work the next day. But yeah, I'm probably gonna start to go to bed right now. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are having fun with your art out there and your writing. I know I am. I know I'm ready to kind of just chill. Right now, I'm just kind of in campaign mode a little bit. So sometimes it's kind of hard to think when you're doing a campaign. Your mind gets kind of filled with that, you know. So it's kind of hard to create, to be honest. I'm getting little visions of it, or little moments of creating of inspiration, but yeah, a lot of my inspiration's getting kinetically sucked up from the campaign for some reason. So, but yeah, like I said, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a happy Friday. Yeah. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. And more importantly, if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. I'll see you guys next time. Stay metal.